In conjunction of the Malaysia Day, September 16, I'm proud to present to you this luxury 5-star of Park Hyatt Kuala Lumpur, located in the second tallest building in the world, the Merdeka 118. Let's check it out. As of 2025, Park Hyatt holds the record of the second highest hotel in the world and of course the highest hotel in Malaysia, with the top floor reaches 1,650 feet from the ground. Located at the top 17 floors of the tallest skyscraper in Asia Pacific, the Merdeka 118 of Kuala Lumpur. It houses 252 guest rooms spanning from level 100 to level 112 of the building, with the rest of the common area located on other different floors. Today, there are many hotels that are located on the lower floors of the skyscrapers and give a wrong perception to the guests that they can stay in a very high floor room. In this case, it's very different. In fact, this hotel might not be suitable for those who are afraid of height. Hi, welcome to Danny on the Go Special Season 4. I'm Danny. Let the review begins in 14 seconds from now. The Park Hyatt Kuala Lumpur is supposed to schedule to open in 2021 but was delayed due to the pandemic. It opened in August 2025, and as a hotel reviewer in the country, I made my first move to experience it a month after it opens. Today I'm staying in a king corner room which comes with breakfast, and if you want to know how much I pay for the room, you may check on the description below. Located in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, the building is just neighboring to some of the historical landmarks like the Stadium Negara, Chin Woo Stadium, and Stadium Merdeka, where Malaysia independence was declared, as well as Petaling Street or Chinatown of Kuala Lumpur, where it's just less than 10 minutes walk away. Let me give you a brief information of this super skyscraper of Merdeka 118 first. It was completed in 2023 and officially opened in 2024, but remained closed for further final inspection until today, where I'm able to walk into it in 2025. The design of the building is inspired by the first Prime Minister of Malaysia, Tunku Abdul Rahman, when he declared the independence of the country in 1957 at the National Stadium beside this building. With his head raised up and chanting Merdeka 7 times, meaning independence, the Merdeka 118 is bearing the meaning of it and resembling the figure of the father of Malaysia. This is the rough layout of the building looks like. There are 2 basements for parking. The hotel lift entrance is located at lower ground mezzanine. After that, we skip all the way to level 75, where the hotel lobby and restaurants are. Then we skip all the way to level 98, where the function rooms are. Level 99 is where the hotel facilities located. Level 100 to 112 are the hotel rooms and suites. And we skip again to level 114, where there is an hotel event hall. The rest of the higher floors belongs to the developer, meaning the hotel isn't located at the very top floor of the building, where most of us were given the wrong information before it opens. Alright, let me show you the parking of the hotel as well as how to get into the building, where I will drive to the hotel as usual. The parking is located at the basement of the building. It's cashless and complimentary for in-house guests. Your car plate number will be scanned and there is no need to wind down the window. All you need to do is to let the reception or concierge knows your car plate number, and they will get it validated to you before leaving the building. The parking area is bright and clean. Somehow, this is a new building. I still can smell the new renovated area smell here. This is the waiting area for the lift, and all you need to do is to get to the lower ground mezzanine to get to the base of the hotel lift. The buttons for the lift here are all in touch screen form. Remember not to get to ground floor as this building has a lobby for the office where I will show you around later on this video. After pressing the button at the outside of the lift, there is no need to press on any button in the lift anymore as this lift will directly transfer guests to the selected floor. Upon coming out from the lift, we'll pass by a hallway. Here we'll see the lower ground floor of the building and the lift to the lobby is just in front. This is the hotel porter area where luggages will be put here and will be sent to our room after we check in. In this case, guests do not need to drag the luggage all the way to the reception on level 75. If one is coming by public transport, they will enter the building at the front entrance, and this is the entrance for the hotel. Upon coming in, this is the ground lobby for the building, and I will look into it later. There will be staff assist on guest arrival if they are coming to check in. All we need to do is to take the escalator up to the lower ground mezzanine where it will connect to where I came in just now if I'm driving. These are the lifts to the hotel lobby. The hotel lobby is located at level 75 and same as the parking, one just need to select at the touchscreen and the selected lift will take the guests to the hotel lobby. As this is the hotel only access lift, there is no other level option other than the hotel lobby here. Here I will use my phone to time on the speed of the lift. It takes less than a minute to reach level 75. Indeed, one will feel the pressure in their ears. Upon coming out from the lift, guests will be greeted by the high ceiling with bright lights from the ceiling to floor window where the KL city skyline serves as the background of the lobby. The entire lobby is very contemporary looking where there are these geometric LED chandelier hang on the ceiling. Along with it, the space here is adorned with laser-cut decorative panels featuring organic biophilic patterns, creating a striking play of light and shadow while serving as elegant architectural dividers that enhance the luxury of the space. With the combination of Japanese fluted panels on the wall, it gives a touch of classic yet never overdone. This lobby feels like modern art brought to life, from the sculptural chandelier and pattern panels to cozy sofa with bright cushions that make the space both chic and welcoming. Guests will be invited to sit and wait for the check-in here. There are only 2 counters operating for the process for check-in or check-out done here. Staffs, there are many of them standing by to greet guests whether they are coming to check in or inquire something. But the most attractive place in this lobby is not the design but the view. There is no need to have any wallpaper nor any wall design as the view of the lively KL city skyline is more than enough to capture the attention of every guest who comes to this hotel. This is the view from level 75, high enough to see almost the entire city. This is the north side of the city, where most of the KL city landmarks can be seen here, like the KLCC Petronas Twin Tower, KL Tower, and the Merdeka Square. I will look into the view later as I will have the whole day and night marveling at the view here. Let's check out the room first. There is another set of lifts to the guest room. I was given the room at level 100. I think this is the only time I never request a room on high floor, as all the rooms in this hotel are high enough. It's just a matter the room is higher than the high floor or not. Even the floor I got is the lowest in the hotel. I never complain much. This is a rough layout plan of the hotel floor looks like. All rooms and suites in the hotel are surrounding the buildings where each one of it is facing the different direction of the city. There are only 4 corner rooms and 4 studio rooms on each floor as you see here. The rest are normal rooms. There are no buttons in the lift. All you need to do is to scan the key card and the respective floor will be detected. Just love how hygienic and sophisticated the lift is. Here are some tips for those who intend to stay here. If you are on level 100 and 101, there will be no atrium in the floor where it's like normal hotel room corridor like you see here. I will show you the difference later after I do my room tour. This is my room. This king bed corner room has the size of 69 square meters. Upon coming into the room, facing it is the mini bar. On the right is the toilet, while on the left is the open closet area. Moving inside the bed, on the right is the washroom, and further on is the king size bed. Facing the bed, at the corner is the 55 inches flat screen TV mounted on the wall. As this is the corner room, the window is bigger than normal rooms, and like other places in the hotel, the view is the main highlights in the room. In order to let the guests enjoy the view the most in the room, there is these super long couches beside the window where guests can sit in any pose they want here. I can see guests can just sleep on this couch here instead on the bed. This room is facing the north side of the city, which is also the front of the building too, where the view is the KL Tower, Merdeka Square, and the bottom is the Petaling Street. This is just 2/3 of the room size. The other 1/3 is the washroom. Inside the washroom, facing it is the vanity area that comes with 2 basins. It's a very spacious area where guests should not have problem finding space to put their stuff. In the middle, there are drinking waters that comes in bottle, and they have an alarm clock too. The toiletries are all hidden inside the drawer under the vanity area. Very nicely placed, and it has a hair dryer in it too. The basin faucets are very modern where the tap is not on the basin, it's at the side. Meanwhile, the makeup mirror has a button on it where there is a light that can be turned on or off. On the far end is the shower area where there is a normal fixture and a rain shower fixture. Branded shower amenities are provided inside too. Moving on to the other far end is the bathtub and loofah, bath salt, and aroma steamer are provided for guests to enjoy soaking in the bathtub here. But I think guests enjoy the most is the view as the bathtub is facing the same view like the bedroom. Bathrobes are available here. If you worry someone using super binoculars to peek on you, there is a button beside the vanity area where the blind will be wind down with just a press of a button. This is what I call luxury washroom, where most so-called luxury hotel in KL cannot offer. Beside the bed are all the switches that are clearly stated, and they are universal power points as well as USB port and Type-C port. Pen and notepads also provided beside the phone. On the other side of the bed, there are similar switches as well as window blind buttons where it can wind down with a press of a button as well. Beside the couch, there is a circle table that serves as a dining or a business table where there are more power points, USB and Type-C ports available. Now let's check out the open closet. On the rack, there is a storage basket, a safe, and bottoms are drawers where inside there is a paper bag. Beside this, there is a compartment where the iron and iron board are hidden inside. There is a huge mirror in the middle, and on the other side, there are many hangers on top of the luggage rack. Under the luggage rack, there are drawers where inside are slippers and a sling bag. In the other side are some shoe polisher. Facing the open closet is the toilet, where it comes with smart toilet where the cover can be lifted when detected movements. The control panel switches are all at the side where there are all kinds of functions for guests to use when doing big or small business here. There is another basin at the side, so guests no need to walk all the way to the washroom next door. Lastly, we look at the minibar. It's inside this beautiful crafted door. There is a coffee making machine, and beside is the box where the coffee capsules are. Glasses and wine glasses are available at both sides of the cupboard. There are more drinking waters available here too, as well as a tea set. Inside the first drawer, there are some snacks that are not free. The second drawer are some tea bags and other condiments that comes in complimentary. The third drawer has a kettle and an instant cup noodles that is not free too. Many paid items are properly stocked inside this mini fridge here too, and this is the price list. The entire room looks very beautiful and cozy with layout and colors that meets today's design. I can see the designer use many wooden panels and colors where it's really away from the traditional marble type. It is carpeted on the bed area, and many are tiles in wooden texture where I find it's clean. The corner room is slightly bigger than the normal rooms with a wider window for better view. So if you can top up a little more on the room fare, it's really worth it. Now, as mentioned, for those having the rooms on level 102 onwards, there will be an atrium. I've asked the hotel staff to show me as I cannot access to those floors. This is the atrium in the middle, where it is overlooking the 10 floors of rooms in the hotel. There is a beautiful sculpture in the middle. The hotel is new, therefore I have no complaint on the cleanliness of the corridor to the rooms. It's bright and looks modern and chic. Now let's check out the common area of the hotel. I'll get back to the hotel lobby at level 75 first. All dining places are located at level 75. There are 3 dining options in this Park Hyatt Kuala Lumpur. I begin with a bar called Cacao Mixology and Chocolate. From the lift and reception area, turning to the right will head to this bar. There are some secluded area at the corner for guests to have some nice private meetup if needed. The entire floor is a loop where all places are generally connected. This is the entrance of the bar. It's the highest bar in the city where all cocktails and desserts here are mixed with chocolate. If you are a chocolate lover, this place is a must visit for you. The bar is set up in a yellow and golden lighting with nice seating around where one can get a sip before or after dinner. One shouldn't miss the view too, especially during sunset time. The operation time for this bar is from 5 p.m. till 12 midnight. If you are looking for some fine dining experience in such a high-rise skyscraper like this, the Merdeka Grill is the place to go for. From the lift, instead of going to the reception, the entrance of the restaurant is from behind. This is the reception for the restaurant. Signature in the grilled meat and seafood where one can enjoy the chef preparing this quality food in a live kitchen set at the side of this restaurant. It has a bar too at the other side of the restaurant. There is a private room at the corner of this restaurant for those who want some privacy or gathering for any event or celebration. The operation time is from 12 noon till 3 p.m. for lunch and from 6 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. for dinner. Last and not least is the all-day dining restaurant called Park Lounge where I will have my breakfast tomorrow morning. I will look into it tomorrow. Now let's get to see some of the facilities of this hotel. All facilities are located at level 99. Upon coming out from the lift, guests will pass by the reception area for the facilities called the spa. Beside the reception is the spa lounge where guests can rest and mingle a while after the therapy. It has many spa retail items for purchase at the rack here, and of course the view is something to look at here too. All facilities are on the right and left from the reception where it's actually a loop as well. Here we'll see a long corridor and I'm sure photographer will love this perspective view of the hallway. This is the entrance of the fitness center on the left, but I will make my way to check out the swimming pool first as there will be another entrance to the fitness center from the swimming pool where I will show you later. Here we'll pass by a long corridor before coming to a door that needs room key card to access. Inside is the swimming pool. It's an indoor swimming pool. Understanding this is a high floor of the building and for safety reasons, the swimming pool has to be indoor. It's a squarish form of swimming pool, but it's an infinity pool overlooking the KL city skyline. This is a constantly heated pool at 29 degrees Celsius, so guests will not freeze to death no matter swimming on a day or night here. The size of this pool is 30 meters long and is claimed to be the highest infinity swimming pool in the world. Beside it, there's a jacuzzi pool where it's heated constantly at 34 degrees Celsius. These pools are overlooking the east side of the city where one can see the TRX exchange building and the surroundings. Here, guests can also get to see the north and south of the city where the KLCC area and KL Tower at the northern side and the other side is the KL Central with the surrounding at the southern side. Plenty of sun lounges are provided at the side with towels on it too. Icy water is available for guests to take beside the seating. On the other side, there are some tables and chairs for guests to rest while the pool shower area is at the far end. It's clean and spacious even it's indoor. This swimming pool operates from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. Next, I head to the fitness center located on the same floor. Guests can either use the door next to the reception or there's another way from the swimming pool here as you see. Guests needs the key card to enter the fitness center. It's spacious with fully functional gym equipments inside. And they really make use of the view where most of the equipments here are facing the ceiling to floor window. I think guests can hardly feel tired working out here looking at the view. It's facing the western side of the city and sunset is the highlight but can be a little glary at times. Towels and drinking water are provided inside here too. At one side there's a studio where inside is an aerobic or yoga room. I guess it really takes 100% more focus when practicing yoga here with this beautiful view. Wonder how it feels to do a downward dog pose at level 99 where the city looks upside down out there. The fitness center is open 24 hours for in-house guests. After all the workout, guests can rest and recharge at the changing and resting area. Both male and female facilities are separated but generally are similar, only the views is different. Upon coming into the changing area are the lockers. Facing it is the vanity area and behind the vanity area are the toilets and shower cubicles. There are towels provided at the rack and there are 4 shower cubicles where inside comes with normal and rain shower fixture as well as shower amenities. Coming out from the shower area is the relaxation area where there are these thermal stone chairs for guests to rest while looking at the view. Further on is a vitality pool where one can enjoy jacuzzi light bubbling out and jet stream shooting out to massage the neck and back. The water is heated and it's really comfortable resting here looking at the view. At the corner is the sauna, but they call it the Himalayan salt alcove, where there is this Himalayan salt on the wall and it's a very different kind of sauna where it is all covered by glass wall. There are only 2 seats inside where it's first come first serve. To me, I prefer the thermal stone chairs more. This place really feels relaxing but can be noisy when it's crowded as the echo can be so strong, especially there are hyper excited tourists that like to take photos more than enjoying the facilities here. You know which country of tourists they are. As the entire space is a loop, one can access to this place wherever they are. Somehow there will be sign indicated. Now let's move all the way down to the ground floor to take a walk at the base of this building. There are 2 entrances for this building, the north and the south entrance. For hotel guests, the hotel entrance is at the north entrance. This is the lower ground floor. Moving towards further ahead is the escalator to the lower mezzanine ground where the hotel lifts are. I moved towards the left this time and in the middle supposed to be the water feature but it's under maintenance during my visit. There is another escalator on the left side where it will lead all the way to the ground floor of the building. It's a long escalator as this will overpass the lower ground mezzanine floor. Once here, we can see the entrance of the about to open 118 Mall. The entire design of this space looks so futuristic, where every beams and pillars are so accurately designed and aligned. It's so new where some spaces are still not complete. Moving on, we'll see the south entrance of the building. Here is the concierge of the office blocks, where behind is the lift of the office for this building. The admission is very strict where all the items have to be scanned as well as the person too. It's like the airport type, and understand that this is the really tall skyscraper. Security has to be very tight here. There is a model of the Merdeka 118 at the side. Moving out from the south entrance is a boulevard where there is a huge space with some water features and plants placed in the middle. The water from the water feature will cascade down and creates a very beautiful waterfall at the end. There are canna plants, a tropical kind of flower plants planted along with it. At the side is the 118 Mall, which is still under construction. Moving down a little is the Stadium Merdeka entrance, and one can peek inside from the higher level here. Further down are some fountains that really nice to look at, and there are some stools for people to sit down and rest. This place indeed is a good place and nice place to walk around, especially in the morning, as it's not too hot during this time. At the far end is the monorail train station called Maharaja Lela Station. So guests can get to this building either using the monorail where it's at the south entrance or the MRT station where it's just beside the north entrance. Back into the building. Moving on from the concierge, on the other side is still under construction. And at the end is an observation corner where it is overlooking the lower ground floor and the north entrance. So it's one loop here. Okay, let's get back to the room and wait for my favorite moment whenever I stay in a hotel, the sunset. I will call for the day and rest while looking at one side of the window to marvel at the twilight moment of the Merdeka Square and Petaling Street. On the next morning when I wake up, it was raining, and later I captured a very beautiful view like this you see here before I head to the park lounge for breakfast. This is Park Lounge. Breakfast begins from 6:30 am till 10:30 am, serving half buffet and half a la carte breakfast. The entire restaurant is a long-shaped space surrounded by glass window, as the view is part of the meal here, separated into 3 sessions. First is the beverages, where it's generally prepared by the waiter or waitress. Guests can get the fruit juices by themselves. Followed by the cold food session where there are pastries and yogurt as well as cut fruits at the side. In the middle, there are cereal sessions, and as well as cold meat, salad, and cheese. Some pastries and bread are also available here too. And lastly is the live station session. All hot food are in a la carte form, where guests can order from the menu, and this is the menu. Somehow the selection of food are very limited, and as a buffet lover like me, this is not what I prefer, but all food are prepared fresh from the kitchen. Also, you won't see many guests walking around getting food, as most food are served to the table. I've ordered this much food to serve as a buffet for myself on my own table. The restaurant setting is very nice with high ceiling and good lightings. All tables are arranged nicely from 2-seaters to 4-seaters. If one coming in big groups like family, there's a private room where there is a big round table inside and more seatings as well. I quite like the ambience of the restaurant. And of course, the staff inside here are really friendly where they greet me and always ask if I needed anything more or not. Here is what I have to say about this hotel as well as my personal rating. The Merdeka 118 building or the hotel here are actually not really completed. What I mean is the whole entire building is like there are still parts that are still under constructions. For example, the building, as you can see in the video, where there are parts at the ground floor, is still under construction. Not to say the mall is still under construction. The hotel itself is not fully open as well during my stay at this time. So yeah, it's like for example, the rooms is like from level 100 to level 112, but they only open until 105th floor level. And from level 106 until 112, they're still not open to public yet. So therefore, yeah, and then the 114 is supposed to be an event hall. They're still also not open to the public yet. So therefore, if you want to come to this hotel and stay, it's still not fully open yet. But nevertheless, this is a very luxury hotel. I can say that I hardly see any luxury hotel that is so nice in Kuala Lumpur, whereby most luxury hotel they claim to be luxury, they're actually very dated and old in Kuala Lumpur. So yeah, this hotel, the design is very contemporary. I love the design, the color template, the high ceilings, the lighting. I mean, most of the things are already stated in my video, and I do not want to repeat it anymore. So now, why not I just say something that I want to point out and something that I'm not really satisfied about this hotel. First, I want to talk about the location. The location is not so strategic. It's in the city center. No doubt you can see everywhere, around in the KL city, the skyline, it's just in the center of the city. But actually, it's not in front of the touristy spot like the KLCC area or the Bukit Bintang area, where shopping dining is not at the front door of the hotels. Surrounding the hotels are mainly the stadiums, and you can't find food and things to buy, in the stadium. So if you want to shop or you want to dine, probably you just need to walk about 5 to 10 minutes to the nearest place, which is called Petaling Street. And it's also called the Chinatown of Kuala Lumpur, where there are a lot of good food, street food, cafe, restaurants, fast food, whatsoever. And also there are a lot of imitation goods there for people to buy and shop around. So yeah, there is going to be a 118 mall, which is going to open at the bottom of this building. But it's still not open yet, and it's expected to be open initially by the end of 2025, which is end of this year. But it has been delayed to next year. But looking at the conditions, which I just walked by just now, and I can say that probably it will only open by 2027. I'm not sure, but at this point of time, there's nothing much to walk around this hotel. The good thing is, it's pretty quiet because there's not many people walking around here. There's not many guests walking, and you can see that once the mall is open, you can definitely know that there will be more patrons actually walking around, especially at the ground floor of this building because they are curious to look at, oh, how does the second tallest building looks like. They will actually walk around here and you will see there are more crowds and can be a little noisier at that time. And if you want to get to those touristy spots like I mentioned just now, you can go there by taking the MRT train station, which is just opposite the road in front of the hotel. And the entrance, there are a few entrances for this station. The nearest entrance is Gate B, whereby it's just beside the building. And from there, you can go to anywhere in the city as you wish. And other than that, I would like to talk about there are three types of person that's not so suitable to stay in this hotel. First are the kids. Now, why I'm saying that, when I talk about the kids that staying in the hotel, they will look into the facilities. I will not talk about the facilities. The facilities are excellent in this hotel, but it's not for kids. It's for people that are looking for relaxation. They want to go for pampering and they want to revitalize, etc. But then there isn't any facilities for kids here. Look, they don't have a kids zone, they don't have a play area, they don't have a games room. Even the swimming pool, they do not have any wading pool for the kids. So kids swimming in the swimming pool, they need supervision from the adults. So yeah, I can see that kids can be a little bit bored when they are in this hotel. No doubt there are families bringing kids around. During my check-in, I still can see families bringing like 4 to 5 people, staying in one room. I do not know how they actually stay in one room. With 4 to 5 people, the hotel policy, I think, is about 3% maximum to stay in one room. The room is big, but I do not know how they actually cram into one room. But the point is, the kids are here and they can feel very bored. I mean, I can imagine that the parents will ask the kids to look at the view. Look at the view, it's so beautiful out there. Yeah, it's so nice. You're just on top of the KL city. Isn't they so excited? And the kids will just yell and jumping around and say, oh yeah, it's so beautiful out there. I like it so much. And the next minute will say, Daddy, I want to go back because it's so boring here. It's nothing much to do. I mean, yeah, this is what the kids might be able to say in that case. And secondly, the second type of people that I would think of that's not so suitable to stay in this hotel, that is the elderly people. When I talk about that, I want to talk about the structure of the floor of the building here. Initially, I thought that the hotel occupies the top floors of the building, which I was told before the hotel opens. And I was very excited because I was thinking that, oh, I can stay here and I can be at the top of the buildings, looking around here. But at the end of the day, it's just not the thing that is supposed to be, because the top building doesn't belong to the hotel. 115 until 118 floor belongs to the developer. There's going to be observation deck and there's going to be a luxury restaurant. And these floors from 116 till 118, they are actually belongs to the developer called PNB. And like many other high-rise buildings in the world where they have observation deck, they can actually enjoy the dinner or some meals there and also can access to the floors to enjoy the view. But definitely, in order to access these floors, you need to get to another set of lift, because the lift that I'm using to this hotel is only for the hotel. So yeah, the whole entire hotels is they are separate into different floors in the building. Like they're having in the lower mezzanine ground floor, and skip all the way to the 75th floor for the lobby, and they skip all the way to 98th floor and until 114, and in between 113 is the M&E floor as well. So it's like kueh lapis in Malay, or what we call layer cakes. They have different layers of ingredients in the cake. And in this case, they have different floors in the building serving different purpose. So for elderly people who are always confused, they will always think that, oh, the whole entire building belongs to the hotel, or even the one portion belongs to the hotel. And let's say if you are at level 75 at the lobby, and you want the elderly people to wait for you on the floor on top or below, and there will not be a chance for them to get to these floors, because this floor, first of all, doesn't belong to the hotel, and secondly, the hotel lifts cannot access to these two floors. other than hotel floors, because you need a key card to even access the staircase. So the only way for them to get to these two floors probably to ask the staff, and by all means they can't get to because it's not belong to the hotel. So they will have this panic section where they will actually start to nervous why there isn't such floors in this hotel, and they will ask a lot of things. Yeah, to me, I will just think of probably you just need to tell them the specific floor you want them to wait or go, or you accompany them wherever you go, or you totally don't bring them to this hotel. Yeah. And the third type of person that I think of is not suitable to stay in this hotel are the people that are afraid of heights. Now, obviously, this building is high enough. The view is beautiful. They're out there. And this hotel is five-star hotel. For people that are afraid of heights, it can be more than five-star. Because when they look at the view out there, they will feel dizzy and they will have more stars on their head. And definitely in that case, they will have more stars in this hotel. Yeah. So what's the point of coming to this hotel when the highlight of the hotel is the view and they don't really enjoy it, right? After that, I also would like to talk about that is my personal opinion, because I like staying in high floors, but staying in high floors like this, which is 100 floors and above, it's really extremely high. The highest floor that I stay in is about 50 over floors in a hotel before. And that is considered very high, and I don't really like that. And in this case, it's even worse because it's even higher. The reason is because I cannot see much of what's going on the ground. I only can see like some of the no the things are very small and tiny down there, and I can't feel the city heartbeat, and I can't feel the vibrance of the city. The reason why I like staying in the high floors and looking at the view of the city and the streets, is because that I want to look at the people walking, the cars moving, and the shops like opening stores, kind of thing. The lighting inside, I mean, all this I like to see, but it's just that it's too high. I can't see much down there. It's like when you board a plane, you are taking off or you're about to land to a certain place, and you can see everything is like so small down there. Yeah, it's just like a piece of land with a lot of buildings around, kind of things. And yeah, it's nice for the first time to look at it. But after a few hours, it's like, yeah, it's just a piece of land with a lot of buildings, but nothing much. It's no life at all. I mean, I still can see little things moving, but I don't know what are they. If I really look closely on that, oh, okay, they are actually cars, they are actually traffics. Yeah, of course, you can see like clouds moving very nicely in the morning, which I actually saw it very beautiful this morning. Yeah, but to me, if I have a chance to choose, I would not like to choose such a high floor like this. But for people that haven't tried that before, staying in high floors like this, it's obviously nice to get it a try, because for me myself, I also feel curious to stay in the high floor like this, over 100 floors. How does it looks like? How does it feels like? Yeah. But after all, will I repeat to stay again because of the view or not? I don't think so. Yeah. Talking about that, I would like to talk about the soundproof of this room here. I would say the room, obviously, I won't be able to hear the traffic noise because it's so far away. And I think the only thing that I can hear of is the thunder noise or the lightning, because KL city is one of the city that is highly hit by lightning in the world. That's why you can see a very big antenna on the building. Yeah, but fortunately, there isn't any thunderstorm going on. It was raining yesterday night, but I can't hear anything. It's like I'm cocooned inside a cave where there's nothing I can hear. It was raining, and I also do not know whether it's raining or not. Until this morning, I saw the window, it was actually wet. And yeah, I only can hear the aircon sound and my breathing sound. So the soundproof from the outside is definitely very good. And from the neighbor or the top floors, I would say that it's extremely nice. I haven't actually experienced such a good soundproof room before when I'm staying in KL hotel, because I can't hear anything at all and I can sleep so well. It was so quiet. Even, the daytime, the housekeeping people just walk by the corridor. I can't hear anything. Maybe it's because the room's door is not facing directly the walkway or the corridor. I mean, the soundproof is just so good. I love the soundproof here for this room. Yeah, if you want to know my rating for this hotel, this is the rating for the hotel. It's very good other than the location and maybe the breakfast for the food, because I personally don't like a la carte, semi a la carte breakfast. Yeah, if you find my video helpful and useful, do hit the subscribe button as it means a lot to me. Lastly, I have subscriber asking me to show the night view of the KL city from the building here. And before I end the video, I will show you the night view of the KL city. Yeah, I hope you all will like it and hope to see you again on my next video. Till then, I see you again. Bye. Let's look at the view. Well, it's daytime. How am I supposed to turn it to night view?